The Commonwealth Bank is reporting its half-yearly results today. Let's go to Edward Boyd for the latest. Ed, analysts expect profits to jump more than 10%.
Yeah, Pete, it's expected to be a pretty good profit result today from Commonwealth Bank. They're the second largest company on the Australian stock market after BHP, which just joined the market a couple of weeks ago. But CBA is a big one because it's the biggest bank. It sets the scene really for the whole profit season. This is the first big company that's reporting in February, and expect profits to be up between 10 and 13%. That's the expectation. Roughly $4.4 billion is what analysts believe CBA is going to post today. They're the biggest mortgage bank in Australia. They've got about 25% of the mortgage market, and we know with record low interest rates, banks have been under pressure. So the question to look at from CBA's results today is just how much margin pressure has been put on the bank thanks to those low interest rates. So we should get an update from CBA probably in the next 45 minutes, Pete.
Okay, and the National Australia Bank is going to release a quarterly update tomorrow, Ed. Its margin's expected to be under pressure too.
Yeah, it doesn't have as much, it's not as big as Commonwealth Bank, so its margins are expected to be under even more pressure than CBA. And NAB is also one of Australia's biggest business banks, so there's a lot of business loans there. They've got record low interest rates too. So there's a few things in play here for NAB. Their profit is expected to be about $1.6 billion in the quarter. So, you know, it's only for 3 months, so it's still a pretty good result for them. But yeah, this margin pressure is here to stay and expected to be important for NAB. We saw it with Suncorp yesterday as well.
Okay, and jobs data from the Bureau of Statistics tomorrow, Ed, which should show the impact of the Omicron strain on the economy.
Yeah, we're going to get the payrolls and wages numbers for the first 2 weeks of January, and that was when, at least in New South Wales and Victoria, there are a lot of people that were stood down from work or not working. So we should get a sense from these figures tomorrow, just what impact Omicron did have on the economy. And then next week we get the unemployment figures for January, which will show us hours worked, and expect hours worked to be substantially lower.
Hey, Ed, just a bit of breaking news. It's come from the White House. The fact that Tritium, I think that's how you pronounce it. You might be able to help me out here, Ed. So it's Tritium's plans to build a new battery facility in the United States. This has been announced this morning. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, Tritium's a really big Australian success story company. They're based in Brisbane. They build fast chargers for electric vehicles, so for your Tesla or even for a giant electric truck and buses. So they make these fast chargers, and they've got a factory in Brisbane. They've now expanded their operations into North America because that is one of the biggest markets for electric vehicles in the world. So they've announced with Joe Biden today that they're going to build a factory in Tennessee that will be able to initially start with about 5,000 vehicle chargers per year and build that up to 30,000 chargers per year. So great success story for them.
Yeah.
They're listed on the NASDAQ as well, so be watching the share price later tonight.
Okay, great news. Well done for them. Appreciate that, Ed. Thanks.